Yeah, what's up, boys? So I had this thing happen, and it's not a thing that's really come up in my adult life much. Not since I was like a scrappy fucking 19-year-old brand new father, very very desperate. Like your whole job when you decide to have a baby, um, with this girl who's younger than you is like just provide for them, right? And so you'd get in these scrappy moments, like you get in survival mode. And sorry, I just took my my headset off. Like you're not gonna be able to hear me if I did that. Anyway, so I was in survival mode when I was younger, just for this short little period. As I just had a baby, committed to this girl, I'm going to take care of the shit and be the man. And now I'm the provider. So there were a few moments there where I had decisions to make, and I had these moments where I'm like, dude, I am in fight or flight mode, or I'm in survival mode, and I'm in beta, like auto drive, like just taking care of shit. And so there's these moments, these temptations where you can take the short route, the easy route, and maybe it won't hurt anybody, or that's what you would tell yourself. So anyway, I'm far from that. I'm a grown man. I live with in integrity. I take care of business, whatever. And so fast forward to today, right now here. So like I'm in just this tiny little jam in life, and just it's a temporary thing. Like believe me, like don't fucking feel sorry for me. Okay, this is a temporary thing. I've been through way worse. I've been to hell and back, like almost literally. So I am broke, and like my kids don't talk to me and all these things. So like circumstantially, you could say like, dude, you're in a really fucking bad place. But honestly, I'm not. Like I'm on the way up, not the way down, and that's a really good feeling, right? And so anyway, as a part of that climb, I'm in this position where I have to financially take care of all these things in order to finish a job so I can get paid. And when I get paid, then bam, I got money again. I get caught up. But I need to finish this job, and I'm just like inching by, like going and doing like a little side job to get the money to then come back and pay for materials to finish this job. And I'm just like squeaking by, like barely squeaking by. And I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it. I've overcome way bigger things than this. Not a problem. And once I get this, then off to the races, to the next thing, whatever. So I'm just waiting for the universe to provide opportunities. I don't know where they're going to come from, and all I know is I got to live in integrity. I got to live in unity with myself, my mind, my actions, my words. They all have to be in unity, and then I feel good about myself. I am proud of who I am. And another thing is when you get in these moments where maybe you're tempted to do something that you would consider, you'd consider in your head, like, is this right, is this wrong? How are you going to act in those moments? So I figured I would just make this like public, because why not? You know what you're going to do, Shannon, so fucking just tell people the story. So I fucking find this card on the ground, a credit card. It was just laying right next to my truck, and I'm like, I pick it up, and I'm like, normal Shannon, I'm like, yeah, I just fucking figure out who owns it or whatever, or get rid of it if I can't figure out who owns it. And from where it was and everything, I knew that I can probably figure out whose this was, and they're probably gone at work, and I can probably figure out where they are. And so I bring it inside with me into my job. And in my head, I'm like, dude, like, what? Like, I swear to God, like, this fucking went on in my head, okay? Like, it's been a long time since this happened, but I was like, dude, you can just, like, use that debit card 2-3 times. And I was even trying, like, 2-3 times on the materials you need for the thing. And then you bring it back to the job, and then you can get them to the job. Then that person reports the card lost or stolen. Then they get an automatic payment, because there's a major bank. They get an automatic compensation from the bank for the fraudulent charges, and then the bank basically writes it off on their insurance or whatever. So that was what I was justifying in my head in a split second. and I had that temptation, and it was only like a split second, but that's how far that split second, that's how quick my brain went down that fucking road, right? And so instantly I'm like, wait, whoa, dude, you cannot live like that. You are putting out the right energy into the world. You are putting out, you are not operating from a place of scarcity and fear. You are operating from a place of truth and wholeness. So if you are going to put into the universe your intention of love and truth and integrity, to wait for the universe to then bring, to wait for God to bring, to wait for good energy to bring the best things for you and provide for you, then you need to do that right here, right now, instead of going with the easy thing and then justifying it. And in that moment, I just decided, boom, I know exactly what to do. And I went to the front door, figured out, a front door of this building, which is like a 16-unit condo building. Figured out who was subletting it, saw the last name like taped onto a mailbox, figured out it was at a certain unit, went to the unit, knocked on the door, rang it, no one answered, the parking spot is empty, so they're gone for work for the day. Taped it up with a little note, slid it on the door so no one can get to it, including myself if I got tempted or whatever. And that's how I handled that. And so like that's an embarrassing thing to admit that like you have that thought, but I just thought it was like helpful for any one of us in any place in our life, to see how comebacks handle that, because like that's a good thing for you mentally to have to be tempted by shit like that. And it's not bad that you have those bad thoughts. I like a year ago, right after my accident, it was probably about 4 or 5 months after my accident, like my arms just didn't fucking work, my body didn't work, it was causing me pain. I was in a really fucked up place, and I was not able to like exercise, work out, do yoga, anything to like get centered and focused. And I was starting to lose my mind, and I was isolated and scared and depressed, and drinking. And I had the thought to press a button and end this whole consciousness in this realm. And that was my thought. That was something I considered. It was only a split second, and when I share that sometimes with someone, they're like, "Oh no, I mean, do I need to call an 800 number?" I'm like, "Ah, chill, dude. It's a fucking split second thought. I'm not a suicidal dude, but that's a split second thought people have, whatever." And I had it. And when we have those dark moments, that's not what defines us. What defines us is how we decide to handle it. So anyway. Just wanted to share that, brothers, and let's keep putting out positivity and love into this community, into this circle. And when in doubt, instead of asking what would Jesus do, which I mean that's actually an amazing thing to do. But for those of you who don't believe in Jesus, don't believe in God, or atheist or whatever, just ask yourself, what would Mark do? Like what would a man of integrity do, of wealth and inner wealth and prosperity and wholeness that can just give? That's a good way to do this as well. So anyway, peace out, brothers. Talk to you later.